be careful of your cleverness. Be careful of the wit that would have you read signs as you wish, rather than as they are. Sigmund and his company arrive at the halls of Siggi-Geirar to find the doors closed. And from the forest, all along the tree line surrounding the hall, the entire host of Siggi-Geirar falls upon them, crushing them against the gates of the hall. Sigmund slays 1, then 5, then 10, then a dozen, then 20. But it is not enough. And he is downed with a blow that would crush the skull of a lesser man. When he regains consciousness, he is beside his brothers. Their feet are bound to an enormous tree trunk laying on its side, their hands tied behind them and bolted to the same tree. And there, before them, stands Siggi-Geirar, holding Sigmund's sword. I did get my prize after all. What was it you said about there was nothing I could give that you could not take? Siggi-Geirar goes from brother to brother to brother to brother and offers them a clean death. I will kill you now, rather than leaving you here for the wolves, leaving you here for the ravens. If you will but tell me of your father's shames, that I might tell the Scops to craft a song. Tell me of your father's weaknesses, those moments of cowardice that all men are prone to, and I will kill you now. And each son in turn refuses. Siggi-Geirar walks back into his hall and leaves the 5 sons of Walls to die. Inside, Sigurlind begs for her brothers' lives. You have the sword. No insult has been done to you. You dishonor yourself with this cruel death that you would visit upon them. And Siggi-Geirar would relent, but for the roots sprung from that seed of hate, having dug hard and deep into his heart. He can scarce breathe. The hate is so deep. He says, no. The mother of Siggi-Geirar had a reputation among his men, a reputation in his lands. Outside of Siggi-Geirar's hearing, they whispered that she was a witch, and not the helpful sort. It was said that she took trolls to her bed. Definitely not something to say in the company of Siggi-Geirar. It was said that she knew the dark ways, that she could twist a man's spirit, pull it from their bodies, crush it like overripe fruit. It was said that she could work poison, that she could work venom into any dish, any draught, any brew prepared, and that her victims would be none the wiser. It was said that she could bend memory itself, if but allowed. Most dread of all, it was said that she would range the woods wearing the skin of a wolf, and take any unwary enough, incautious enough to be caught outside. The first night that the Sons of Walls lay bound to the log outside Sigigairar's hall, a wolf came to them. Helpless, listening, when the wolf took the eldest. Not quick and clean a crush at the throat, but burrowing into his bowels. The stink of his death covered them, and they could do nothing but sit and wear the shame of so terrible a death. The second night it came again. And this time, it took a little meat from the side of the neck and allowed him to bleed out, slow. The third, it was the same. And as the sun began to go down on the fourth night, Sigmund's remaining brother turned to Sigmund and says, "You must find a way to kill me. I will not die as the others did." Sigmund strains with all of his strength, twisting at the bonds, and is helpless, and still is twisting at the bonds to reach out to snap his brother's neck when the wolf comes. And Sigmund watches his brother's last gasping breaths as the wolf pads off. On the fifth night, Sigmund lies in his bonds, resolved that whatever happens, he will not cry out. He will not show pain. He will die as resolutely and quietly as he can manage. But Sigmund meets him. Just before the sun goes down,